Hey, what's going on, Salt Strong Nation? Richard here, and today I've got a quick hack for you regarding weedless presentations, and it's going to save you a lot of money over time. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so the first problem that we've got really with weedless presentations is after you make, hundreds and hundreds of casts or you even catch a few fish, what ends up happening, and this is a good thing, is this lure actually comes out of the way. And what this does is allow to get a good hook set for your weedless hook. Now the problem is, if you can see this right here, guys, that little hole right there starts to grow the more fish that you catch or the more that you throw, and it just starts to get a little bit loose, and what happens is it allows this lure to come up and down the hook just by retrieving it or doing normal casting. So I want to go ahead and get into the remedy that I ended up doing that has saved me a lot of money and where I don't have to use near as many lures as I used to. So let me go ahead and show you what that is. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and go over the materials that you need. So get your favorite soft plastic, weedless jerk shad, whatever you like. Make sure you've got some scissors and then a pack of fish bites. This here is the Easy Shrimp. I really like this one a lot, especially when using any type of shrimp imitation. You can pick these all up at fishstrong.com. But guys, what I ended up doing is just going ahead and cutting a very small strip. I'll get a little bit closer where you guys can see that. So look at this strip, the way I cut it. It's just a very, very narrow strip of fish bites. Now, the reason why I cut this narrow like this is, if you can see right here, I'm gonna flip this lure over. This is a pretty narrow, kind of streamlined lure. So the thing that I don't want is to have a big kind of square block of fish bites or anything right here around this hook, because what that's gonna do is it's gonna inhibit that action, especially the darting motion and things like that. So by cutting this into a very small, narrow strip, you can see I'm gonna pull it right back over here down on the lure and put it right like that. Now this is the same diameter as the actual jerk shad. So what's happening now is, one, I'm supercharging my lure with the fish bites, but two, it's not gonna inhibit any type of action or anything like that that I put on this lure. And then lastly, and the most important thing, is this is gonna help where this lure doesn't slide down the hook so much. So there's a couple things that I've seen other people use, like rubber bands and stops and all like that, but the problem with that is it doesn't allow this lure to actually get pushed down far enough for when that fish does actually eat. And you want to make sure this hook is able to be exposed once that fish grabs it. And by just using this piece of fish bites, you kind of get the best of both worlds, because one, this stays on the hook very well, and it does give enough kind of friction, so to speak, on that lure to make sure that it's not going to just start slipping down when you start to cast and everything like that. But as soon as a fish comes along and grabs this and puts their mouth on it, this is easily going to still slide down, therefore giving you a really good hook set as well. And guys, we have all of this in our shop page at fishstrong.com. We've got the brand new Haas Helix hooks. These are awesome. They've got a really nice wide gap on them to where you can get a really good hook set and make sure that this lure is getting out of the way whenever a fish comes and grabs it. Then again, the Alabama Leprechaun, guys, this is probably one of my favorite. Phenomenal color, got a lot of gold in it, a little bit of red as well, and then obviously the green. This is great at low tide around oysters or even high tide up in the grass. And then you add this with some Dr. Juice or some fish bites, and you've got a very, very good presentation that, for one, the fish are gonna see, and two, they're definitely gonna smell it. So guys, that's it for this quick hack today. Just wanted to share that with you. It's something that's definitely saved me a lot of money over time, and hopefully it will for you as well. So if you have any questions about this, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to get back with you. And if you're new to Salt Strong, just know that we're the best online club for saltwater anglers, especially if you're targeting redfish, sea trout, snook, or flounder. There's nothing else like it, and we actually guarantee that you'll catch more fish while saving time and money. We do this with our premium education, the exclusive insider community, and huge discounts on all the tackle you need. To learn more, go to saltstrong.com. Otherwise, we hope to see you again soon.